Hey guys, Tokyo here. Today we'll be doing a mage skill guide. Let's start with the first build. Arcane Ray, Arcane Rain, Arcane Orb, and Arcane Storm. This build is for free to play with little to no soul weapons. Arcane Ray is a must-have skill for mages. This will be your strongest skill and will deal the most damage. The downside is it uses a lot of mana, so to help with that, you want to use Arcane Rain, which restores mana each time it deals damage. Next is Arcane Orb. This skill deals a good amount of damage and gives a damage buff for 3 seconds after hitting targets. The last skill is Arcane Storm. This will be the first available XP skill, and it is used best to finish off your enemies. It also increases your critical hit chance for 10 seconds. Once you unlock the combat mage skills, you can replace Arcane Orb with Arcane Missile, which will provide more mana for Arcane Ray and slow down enemies. If you want extra survivability, you can swap Arcane Storm with Elemental Incarnate later on, which restores 10% HP, while also increasing your damage by 40%. That concludes our first build. The last 2 builds are soul weapon based. The skills for the next build are Arcane Ray, Arcane Ring, Arcane Missile, and Elemental Incarnate in this order. For this build, you need to have the level 4 R1 Soul Weapon Bond skill. This skill makes Arcane Ray cost 65% less mana per second and last 1 second longer, which is a huge advantage. You will no longer run out of mana and deal more damage with the Arcane Ray. At level 6, R1 Bond skill, you will get 100% health regen from 1 Arcane Ray skill and deal damage 0.1 seconds faster. The Arcane Ring will be used to stun your enemies. At level 2, R1 Bond skill, it will pull targets at the center and stun them for 1 second. Arcane Missile goes well with this build because it reduces the cooldown of Arcane Ring by 3 seconds when it hits a target. The last build is for Arcane Ray, Arcane Missile, Arcane Orb, and Elemental Incarnate in that order. For this build, you will need to have your R1 Soul Weapon upgraded to level 4 and the R3 Soul Weapon upgraded to level 5. At level 5 Bond skill, the Arcane Orb will stun your enemies for 2 seconds after inflicting them with 5 stacks of Arcane Mark. Arcane Orb also reduces the cooldown of Arcane Missile with each hit. Lastly, you want to check your gear skills and make sure they boost the skills that you are using. This will greatly benefit your hero. That's the end of the video. I hope this helps you create the perfect build for your mage.